In this video, I want to tell you about a completely free playbook I've created for your use. There's a link in description. Just complete the details here. You'll get a copy sent straight to your inbox. It's a bunch of tips and hints and tricks that will work for me, that will help you assess your career in a very effective way. It's what's worked for me for over 10 years in the finance industry, working as a director at Morgan Stanley, a senior analyst at Goldman Sachs, working at HSBC2, working directly with C-suite level executives in the corporate world. This will really help you succeed in your career. It's completely free. Like I say, link in description, complete this info, and then you'll get it sent directly to your inbox. And I'm going to talk you through it in this video, right? So you can understand what's actually going on. Here we can see here, so the career control playbook is how I took control over my corporate career and stopped being underpaid and stopped being overlooked. It's the exact system I used to go from intern to director, as I say, right? So firstly, you got to think about what are the real reasons that your career is actually stalling, right? Are you working hard? Are you delivering results? Are you actually putting in extra time at work, but you're not moving forward? And it's very common in the corporate world, particularly with my audience, right? And if you're not getting promoted and other people with less experience is getting promoted and preferential treatment, you should think about why, what's actually going on. Many people, they get frustrated, they start to wonder if the whole system's rigged, and to a certain extent it is. But if you're playing by the rules and it's not working out, you've got to listen to someone like me who's going to give you unconventional advice to how to avoid being quiet, compliant, and easily replaceable, right, in the corporate world. Because hard work alone is not going to get you promoted. Just having technical skills, which many people have these days, is not going to get you promoted. It's not really a skills problem, it's a systems problem of understanding what's going on. You might have the talent and the work ethic, but what is actually preventing you from succeeding? Right? So these are all things that worked for me. Getting promoted at top companies, getting top job interviews and great job offers. So if you're someone like this, you're getting passed over for promotions, real office politics are holding you back, you're performing well day to day, but you're not getting noticed by your manager and other people who could get you promoted and higher salary, this will help you. Like I say, it's completely free, a link in description, right? So let's go through different things you can learn from this, right? I've got many images of some of my experience throughout the document and also people I've helped. Right? There's people, for example, who worked in the Navy. I've helped them move into finance and work in asset management and private equity. You've got a few screenshots explaining that, helping people with internal politics to get promoted, get tech jobs out of college. These are all things I've helped my clients do. What are the three career killers and why does this impact you, right? So 3 things that will actually lead to your burnout that you need to avoid is being invisible, right? If you're invisible at work, you're grinding hard, you're delivering a lot of results in the background, but no one's noticing. You're not having the opportunity to present this in a meeting to senior management. You're not playing it too safe. You're avoiding conflict at work. You're not pushing back, not keeping clear boundaries. This means you're easy to overlook and easy to blame and replace. The other thing is you don't have a system. When you work in a work environment, you need to have a system so you can protect your energy, protect your time, and maximize your income, right? Of course, you've got to get work done, but you want to do it in a way that you can build consistent momentum that pushing you forward in the right direction, not just being someone who's doing a massive amount of work one after the other, one project after the other, but it's not actually moving you forward. You're staying stuck in place. You need to think about what's going to give you the most leverage in the work you're doing rather than just being a guy sitting there for the rest of his life at the same level for the same pay, right? It's about having a smarter process. And what I teach my clients throughout my 90-day career control accelerator is the career control method, which is covered in a bit of detail here. We're going to move on to it right now. First thing I just want to point out is another client I worked with, right, who I helped secure a promotion to earn over $180,000 in the engineering sector. He was based in America. His name's Alberto, right? So he summarizes how I helped him deal with senior staff who were making his life quite difficult, putting himself forward for promotion with the right stakeholders that would help essentially sponsor him or bargain for him to be promoted to a higher level by being in those important senior management meetings, right? Focus on getting sponsored for those promotions, dealing with promotion timing and performance feedbacks reviews. He summarized a bit of how I've helped him through the screenshot from an email here. Now, how to advance without guesswork. This is the framework I use with my clients that changed everything for me and the professionals I coach, right? It's called the career control position, proof, and power, right? This helps you remove emotion, guesswork, and being naive at work. for career decisions and replace them with a repeatable process that you can actually rely on, right? You got to position yourself and understand where power sits, who actually makes the decisions, not just in your team, but for promotions too. Which teams are actually visible to senior management? If you're doing some back office role, you might need to change to a more front office team. You may need to consider what is actually getting noticed from senior management, where they're promoting more, where they're investing more, what teams are growing, what teams are being declined or having layoffs, right? Understand where you need to position yourself to benefit your career. Then also understand proof. Rather than just waiting forever, you have to understand what is going on in terms of what leadership are focused on, right? You need to focus on manager behavior, leadership attention, hiring cycles, where your name's being mentioned, what you're being linked to, good performance, bad performance, good performing projects, just average work. You need to focus on where you're positioned in relation to that. Then you need to execute decisively, right? Understand position and proof so you can make clear decisions in your career. So we've got another screenshot here from a client I worked with talking about how I helped them with dealing with many gray areas in their career around working in tech, in cloud, in DevOps and things like that, and helping them with their job search to secure high paying jobs. The most important lesson for career power. These are 3 lessons that most determine whether your career accelerates or stalls. Now, if you want to have long-term career success and earn a high income over the long term, this will help you. Now, you want to play the long game. Your manager controls your promotions, your projects, and job security. You need to learn their type of management style, support their success, and make sure you always make them look good to senior management. Let them take credit in certain instances where it might protect you. And also you need to learn how to deal with difficult co-workers, right? So you have to understand the politics, who's popular, who's not popular, how you can work your way around difficult co-workers. Do you want to exclude them from certain projects, include them on certain tasks, navigate around them and reposition yourself closer to decision makers rather than getting walked all over. The third point is commanding respect and building influence. Part of that is maintaining strong boundaries with toxic people at work. But another thing is understanding not to be rambling in meetings, not over-explaining yourself, looking for validation from others, being brief, calm, and deliberate. And also a very important lesson to learn in relation to this is knowing when silence is an effective weapon. And I know what this is. Like sometimes you're in a meeting, people are trying to dump extra work on you, and you just say, no, that doesn't sit within my role. Maybe you or your team can discuss this internally, and then you let it sit silently until they decide to actually do something. Otherwise, people will walk all over you. So there's different tips here, right? So holding the silence is very important. Here we've got another positive feedback from one of my clients in the past, Marcus. I helped him when his CV wasn't helping him get job offers, fixing his LinkedIn profile, helping with a proper job search system, understanding how to get roles in the tech sector and business analyst roles that fit his background, and help him relocate to London because he was outside living in a smaller city so he can get a higher salary and have a better quality of life right in a major city. Next thing is principle of career momentum. One of the most reliable patterns in successful career growth is knowing when to pause and consolidate momentum, right? If you keep getting losses, which we see all the time, particularly in this difficult job market, toxic environment at work, we have one setback after the other. You get ignored at work, you get job rejections for other interviews you're doing, you have difficult time negotiating for higher salaries, right? You're constantly not getting the promotions you're looking for. You have to analyze what's actually going on to build momentum rather than continually spending years going down the wrong direction, and then you get pigeonholed and it's very difficult to pivot out of that bad position in your career. Pay attention to signs to build momentum, right? What's working? Take 1 or 2 small steps in one direction. If it's not giving you a reward, pivot before you keep going down the wrong direction, right? Don't keep pushing after multiple setbacks going in the wrong direction. Now we've got a few other screenshots of some positive feedback I got from some of my clients, helping clients shift from tech to finance, helping other clients build online businesses online and freelancing online, helping another client switch from working in real estate to working in private equity, and helping someone who's dealing with recruiters who are ignoring them to get more attention from more relevant recruiters and get more job opportunities that were better suited to their skill set. Moving on, I help people define the difference between being a grinder who's working harder, not strategically, versus someone who's a power player, working from a system and responding with precision. So you don't want to be someone who's just blindly working hard, hoping someone will notice you. You need to be someone who's actually controls how they're perceived at work. You know, in the corporate world, they say perception is reality, which means how you're perceived is what's important. That's why someone who does half the work that you do, that talks and socializes at work, is getting paid 50% more than you, and you don't know it, and maybe you have the same job title, and they're going to get promoted a lot quicker than you because they understand how to develop a system at work. And this is what I teach my clients through the 90-day career control accelerator, is how to become a power player and make strategic moves rather than just working hard like a salary slave all the time, right? Power players work differently. They step back from the chaos and they constantly make strategic moves, analyzing the work environment, right? Then I want to ensure that you're making smart career decisions. So again, in this completely free playbook, you have 6 crucial career questions you should always ask yourself when you're day-to-day at work and when you're making big decisions. Do you understand the power dynamics where you work, or if you're interviewing somewhere else, do you understand the corporate structure there? You can ask these questions in interviews. I help my clients prepare for a lot of those important job interviews, so you can see where you're going to fit in with others and how you're aligned with maybe a team that's going to make a lot of money or others that aren't. Focus on whether your timing is right in terms of making moves for promotion, for leaving a workplace. Have you dealt with different setbacks? What were the hard lessons you learned from them? Are you protecting your reputation by what you're saying and doing? Are you making decisions strategically from a plan or from emotion? And have you experienced wins in this direction, or are you just burning a bridge going in the wrong direction? Now we have a few more screenshots of other clients I work with, clients who have dealt with salary negotiations, looking at switching industries and focus on investing for financial freedom, and dealing with difficult managers. So you can find out more about that here and how I've helped them develop step-by-step advice for momentum in their career, being more confident at work, developing practical plans to retire early, and so on, right? What clients experience inside the Career Control Accelerator? Now, it's a 90-day Career Control Accelerator program I help my clients with: clearer decision making in difficult workplaces within the first 30 days, stronger positioning with decision makings for promotions and their job search within 60 days, and within 90 days we look at promotion negotiations, salary negotiations, top job offers, and so on. So this playbook will lead on to the Career Control Accelerator. If you're interested, there'll be links throughout the document. Now, what are the top 3 career rules from this playbook? Have you positioned yourself near the decision makers before you make the move in a promotion, in a job interview? Is there proof of timing to act right now? For example, before you look to job hop, what's going on in your industry right now? Are they hiring that particular niche skills that you have or not, right? Have you already taken setbacks? What have you learned from those setbacks? These are some of the top lessons to learn from this playbook, right? So tons of useful information, completely free, linked in description. If you're ready to take the next steps in control of your career inside the 90-day Career Control Accelerator program, I help my clients with weekly calls with 24/7 access and messaging me while they're dealing with difficult situations at work, how to deal with a manager within real time. You can just message me directly throughout your phone or your laptop, and then helping them with a tailored career roadmap to more financial freedom, more time freedom, and being in control of their career and their income over the long term too, right? And there's lots of on-demand trading, lots of masterclasses, webinars, covering everything from CVs, LinkedIn, office politics, salary negotiations, dealing with layoffs, dealing with toxic managers, girl bosses at work, everything in a lot of detail. And you can watch that anytime, 24/7 access. So that the next step is, after you've had a look at this playbook, you've learned from it, is to consider how much commitment you want to make towards the career control method and the career control 90-day accelerator, so you can actually move forward in your career rather than perpetually being stuck, right? Lots of more information on success stories I've had, helping clients with their resumes, their LinkedIn profiles, their job search strategies, so you can learn from that here. See, I've helped the client secure over $200,000 job offers, deal with becoming promoted, and then dealing with a new level of office politics at middle management, at senior management, working with C-suite level executives directly, like the CEO, CFO, or chief revenue officers, things like that. All things I've helped my clients do. So you can learn a lot more from there, and links to the accelerator program if you're interested. So there you go, right? Completely free career control playbook. We've got a link in description. Complete your details, get this sent directly to your inbox. Tons of helpful information. Let me know in the comments how you found this overrun of the playbook, and I'll see you in the next video.